The journey. We journey through strange lands, you and I, our voices blending into one, a reflection of the rape of the land we once called home. Our hearts belonged there, now they are coated in purple, the color of death. We have turned our backs on the land that has nurtured us. When we heard a voice, we used to sing as we tilled the land. The fresh smell of cow dung still haunts us. The ghosts of the farmers whose horses still neigh at night in the village cemetery follow us across the borders. We have walked away from the hills and boulders, from the rivers and the mountains, from the sound of the bell at Mount Carmel Mission, from the iron bird and its flight as it swooped on us in our white cotton socks of virginity. Where we have come from, we have left women who can no longer walk away, women who can no longer look away in shame when girls are raped, women who now stand in defiance against the iron bird, whose presence in the hills. My name is Ethel Kabwato. I was born in Mutare in a creative family. I went to Mutare Girls High School. Between 1991 and 1992, I trained as a teacher at Hillside Teachers College. Currently, I'm teaching at a school called Cornelius Hope Academy in Westgate, Harare. This is a school that is run by Canadian missionaries under the Pentecostal Assemblies of Canada. I'm also involved in a community-based project called Slum Cinema. This is an initiative to empower disadvantaged youth through multimedia work. My creative writing, especially poetry and short stories, is inspired by my two daughters, Nadia and Winona. The first poem that I'm going to read to you is entitled Ghetto Diary. This is a poem that was published by the Zimbabwe Publishing House in 2011. This poem is inspired by my brother, Lefson Kabwato. The poem Ghetto Diary was written in 2005 after Operation Murambachina, a clean-up operation which was an initiative by government to demolish illegal structures in the townships. Ghetto Diary. Smoke from the neighbor's fire enters my little square room. Through broken window panes, little Mike lets out a piercing cry. Mother is already at the small fence, gossiping with Stuart's mother. Again, no water from the tap. Father is in a bad mood today. Dynamos loses 2 caps. Electricity cut. Water bill too high. The little tuck shop demolished. Sophie comes back from fetching the water. 5 liters is what she got today, which means day 3 without a bath. Mother is happy Chida has brought sugar. She boasts to my Stuart. In the evening, me and the boys sit on the dustbin. T-Boy talks about how he eluded the police. Stuart narrates the fight with his father's girlfriend. We laugh. A feeling of ghetto pride forming in us. Thank you. I'm going to read another poem, Dreams of Home. This is a nostalgic poem about my hometown, Dangamvura, which means the place where the rains start. Dreams of Home was written in 2005 as part of the Crossing Borders project, an initiative by the British Council and Lancaster University in the United Kingdom. Dreams of home. I dream of home, Dangamvura, the place where the rains start. I dream of home where taps run dry and our parched throats yearn for a cool drink. I dream of home where the mountains stand defensive. I dream of home where Sakuba River runs through, her pungent smell a part of our lives. I dream of Dangamvura, a home beyond the mountains, where the dust and sweat mingle, where the children's laughter rings in the air, where the councillors' wives distribute sugar and mealie meal to potential voters. I dream of home with its familiar sights and sounds of the municipal workers cooking by the roadside as yet another pipe emits raw sewage. The next poem is entitled Beauty Parlor. This is a poem published in 2010 in the United Kingdom by Cinnamon Press. The book was edited by Mena Elfin, who was my mentor on the Crossing Borders project. My visits to the hair salon are always eventful. That is the place where you discover that things are not always what they seem. Beauty parlor. She was here again, the mistress, as she talked about a flat in the avenues. As I bent for the pedicure, she slouched in her chair and shouted for another week, the latest one from Nigeria. But even the latest wasn't good enough. It wasn't 100% human. She wanted one made from the hair of Russian women prisoners. We listened as she closed her eyes and continued. The Mazda 6 was now a kid's toy on Samora Machel Avenue. Perhaps the X5 would do. We learnt of Ferragamo, Stoned Cherry, Gucci, Max Mara, and Dio. The names were beautiful, and yet to her, nothing was perfect, except of course, the mineral water. When a cell phone rang, she purred on about London and how she missed it. She talked of Durban and the hammer they had to clear. She said she hated Berlin in winter, but who could resist the magic of Cape Town? It was all lily white, a safe haven for the rich, an Eden for the newlyweds, and everyone who mattered went there anyway. Her beauty restored, she stood up, red lips pouting, car keys jingling. Gracefully, she left, leaving us without a tip. We looked at each other. What could she do? Her lover, the minister, was still on remand. Thank you.